or very early, depending on what time of the evening or morning it is in your part of the world. Um, WWE Saturday night's main event wrap up. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be on too long because it is 6 minutes past three in the UK, and I need to be up in about 4 hours' time. So yeah, just a very very quick one, just to make you guys aware that as per usual, this will be on YouTube, YouTube podcasts and YouTube video. Like I said, I'm not going to be on for too long, guys. It'll probably be about 20 minutes because I do actually need to go and get some form of sleep. But you'll be able to watch the replay of this tomorrow if no one comments or whatever. So yeah, might as well get straight into it. First things first, Saturday night's main event, brilliant, absolutely bloody brilliant. Um, Possibly a 9 out of 10. It was that good. I mean, the four matches were absolutely fantastic. The entertainment was fantastic. I love the way that they linked everything at the end as well. Obviously with the whole Drew McIntyre thing, that was really really cool. Um, it's very much muddied the waters as well before the Royal Rumble, which I like because I like to be surprised. I like trying to guess what they're going to do for WrestleMania and the Rumble because it's fun and everything. But I like the surprise, to be honest. I like it. As stupid sounds, I like to be worked. You know what I mean? That's the whole part of being a wrestling fan. So yeah, it was very very cool. Right, guys. I was just checking. I don't think my Wi-Fi was actually on. So hopefully I'm now connected. Yeah, it's very very late, and yeah, my Wi-Fi wasn't on. Never mind. Yeah, so all four matches were absolutely fantastic. I did love the way that it started with Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, who was doing like the opening to the show, and I was like, "Why is Steph on her own for?" And then she just randomly said that Joe Tess is like stuck in an airport or something like that, and she kind of looked not thrilled but kind of no sold it. I don't know, that just really made me laugh. Just the thought of Joe Test being at an airport going, I want to go home. Me having such stupid sense of humour, but there we go. Let's have a look. Desh Michael, how you doing, Desh Michael? You all right? Hello, Castella One. How you doing, Castella? How you doing? Welcome. A red card. Oh, okay. Thanks. But yeah, no, I really love the way that Joe Test wasn't that. And no offense to Joe Test, but I just found that highly amusing. So we had oh well, welcome Costello. You are more than welcome on one of my live shows. Absolutely fine. Uh, Match was Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes. Well, I say a match. It wasn't an actual match. It was just like this insane brawl that just happened all over the arena. Oh, thank you, Costello. That's very, very nice of you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, hope you enjoy. Um, yeah, so Cody Rhodes comes out and basically does is doing his entries and everything, and Jacob Fatu basically just grabs him off the rope and starts beating him up essentially. Um, and it went all over the arena. They ended up knocking the referee out. There was a spot where Jacob Fatu, and again, I know I shouldn't laugh, but just randomly picks up this WWE and choke slams him through a concession stand. There was a bit where they went up into the arena steps, and Cody and yeah, by Geek Boy Meta, that is me, 7381. Thank you, Costello. And there's a bit where they, they get to the top of like the arena steps, and there's all these like WWE officials telling them to get off and everything. And there's this one bloke that goes up to the puts himself in the middle of Cody and Jacob, which is a bit stupid. It's not something that I would necessarily do. And basically, they end up just picking this poor little lad up and throwing him at the rest of the officials. Honestly, I know I'm not supposed to laugh, but I did think that was quite funny, to be honest. And eventually, yeah, McIntyre came out, which was a bit of a surprise. And he ends up then putting Jacob and Cody through a table. And basically, the whole match never actually got started. It was, I don't know, it was just a bizarre way to start it. But do you know what, randomly, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was definitely unique. I mean, presumably Fatu and Cody will carry on the feud. Um, Going into next week's Rumble match, I'm not too sure, but we'll have to wait and see. Have you heard of the ice storm? It's happening today. Is this an ice storm in America, Castella? Because I did hear reports of something that some sort of like ridiculous freak weather storm happening in the States or something like that. I'm in the UK. I live in Leeds. I I would prefer that it isn't in the UK. Fingers crossed. But yeah, no, I have heard bits and pieces about it. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. I don't like ice storms. I don't like bad weather. And I'm getting pretty sick of the winter, to be honest. So, yeah, I would prefer that not to happen. But yeah, that was the first match, and basically Drew McIntyre was really rude to Kathy Kelly as well, and told her to get out of his way, which is quite rude. She shouldn't speak to women like that. Next thing was the women's tag team matches. That was probably my match of the night. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. As usual, shout out to Roxanne Perez. She is rapidly turning into my favourite wrestler. She's probably in my top five at the minute. I absolutely adore the woman. I think she is absolutely brilliant. Um, some of her moves and her technique during the match was just it was just so crisp, so on point, well thought out. She's yeah, she's just absolutely bloody brilliant. I love her. And yeah, no, it was a fantastic match. Really enjoyed it. I'd urge everyone to, because like most of you guys know who watch my shows, I'm not the best at describing wrestling matches. The football stuff I can describe off the top of my head because I've been a massive football fan for years and years and years, so I can tell you exactly what's happened. Wrestling, it's kind of a bit more complicated, so, but I would just urge you to go and watch this match. It was really good. Liv Morgan was excellent as per usual. Rhea just she's just a machine, and Io Sky is probably pound for pound not far off the best wrestler in the world. It was really, really cool. Raquel Rodriguez got involved halfway through the match when Rhea was about to win. They did a referee spot, and then all of a sudden Steph Fakir came out, and her and Raquel ended up having the brawl. Rhea did like a blind tag and ended up winning the match for her team. So they are now going to face Kiana James and Julia, who won their match on SmackDown, I believe. So that'll be quite cool. Is this your first live? No, Costello. I've been doing it for a while actually. Oh, bye, Costello. It was nice talking to you. Yeah, no, I've been doing it for probably about 6 months, 5 or 6 months or something like that. I only found out randomly that I could do lives last July. July, I think it was, because it didn't actually occur to me that I could do live. But yeah, I've been doing them for about 5 or 6 months now. So yeah, enjoy doing them. It's really good. But yeah, see you soon. Thanks for subscribing, and it's been nice talking to you. But yeah, so Rhea and Io are going to face Julia and Kiana James. Shout out to Kiana James actually, because I've been quite critical of her, not so much of her, but this wretched lawyer gimmick that she's got with the handbag. You know, when the ladies got the bag and they're doing that. I don't know, whatever, but it's just like, dude, seriously, you need to stop doing that because it just makes you look stupid. I'm not saying women who have handbags are stupid, by the way, or anything along those lines. Just to clarify, it's just like the way that she's being presented makes her look really, really stupid. She's an actual talented athlete. treat her like a talented athlete. Don't give us some 1980s lawyer gimmick. It's because he's just really stupid, to be completely honest. But yeah, no, it was yeah, it was a really good tag team match. Really enjoyed it. The next match, you see, I say the tag team match, but AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. All I was absolute clinic, an absolute clinic. It was a super pro wrestling match. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I got quite emotional actually with the AJ Styles and Shin thing because I think this probably will be the last time they ever wrestle, and maybe this is the last ever time AJ Styles wins. Obviously, Shin's going to be around for a while, in terms of wrestling at least. But I mean, he's not doing anything at the moment. Really, Shinsei Nakamura, and I mean, talk about an open goal. The guy is one of the best professional wrestlers in the world, and he was burning red hot, literally about 7 years ago. He was absolutely super, and they've just basically absolutely ruined him. Whether they can get Shin back to the level that he should be at, which is WWE title, as far as I'm concerned, Shinsuke Nakamura is not a mid carder. He is a main eventer. He was AEW. He would definitely be in the main events with people like Okada and Omega and Ospreay. Obviously, the same with New Japan Pro Wrestling, TNA, wherever. Why WWE have treated him like this is news beyond me, to be honest. But no, it was yeah, it was just a superb match. I really love the way that Shin sold the knee as well, because Styles basically was trying to tap him out with the calf crusher, and he sold it the rest of the match. It was like he's just an expert. Shinsuke Nakamura, an absolute expert. Just his selling and his cadence and the mark of respect at the end with AJ and um, Shin, basically doing the fist bump and then they did the back hug. I just thought the whole thing was brilliant. Absolutely loved it from start to finish. But yeah, in fact, actually, I'm really sorry to the ladies, but I'm going to change my mind. I think Shinsuke versus AJ Styles was match of the night, but I really love the women's tag team match, so maybe that's the match of the night. But maybe Roxanne Perez gets um, sleep star of the night. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just really high on Roxanne Perez. She will definitely be a women's world champion. I think she's probably good enough to go out on her own, maybe with her own little stable at some point. I mean, it's good that she's working with Liv Morgan, and that's something you can definitely play on as well, because Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez potentially headlines pay-per-views um, in the coming future. I mean, I'm guessing Liv Morgan's about 25, 26. Roxanne Perez is about 22, I think, 23 or something along those lines. So those two are going to be around for a long time. But yeah, thoroughly impressed by Morgan. Like I said, Roxanne Perez is brilliant. Obviously, Rhea and Io are just superb, aren't they? So, yeah, and I'm realising I'm rattling through it, but like I said, the show was just superb in general. I can't believe it went so fast, to be honest, because like I sat down at 1 o'clock in the morning thinking to myself, oh, how on earth am I going to stay awake through this? Because I actually suffered from sleep apnea as well, so it makes it a bit more difficult. But it just went, it just like that. I thought it was a superb. I mean, it wasn't a pay per view, obviously it's Saturday night's main event, but I thought it was superb. The men's four-way was good. I'll have to try and think of a way of saying this. It was the worst of four fantastic matches, if that makes any sense. I thought it was really good, thoroughly entertaining, but it wasn't my favourite by any stretch of the imagination. Um, I'd probably put it as the fourth best out of the four, and that's no disrespect to Trick Williams or Randy Orton or Sami Zayn or Damian Priest. Um, the the Priest thing obviously is difficult. I've mentioned this before because he's just totally cold. Um, he's just not connecting with the crowd. Or for me, Damian Priest needs to be a heel. He's got the same sort of issue as Roman Reigns. They're trying to push him along as like a good guy, and he's the Damien Priest is not a good guy. He's like a badass. He needs to just go in and like kill people, basically, not literally kill people, obviously. He needs to just go in and absolutely batter people and throw them around the ring and just be a bully. Um, and then he'll probably end up doing the same as Roman, not on the same scale as Roman, but I just think, I mean, I'd love to see Damien Priest versus Roman Reigns, like as two big guys, but yeah, it's a shame for Damien because he was doing so well before he lost that title last year. Obviously, he won the he won the Money in the Bank. He had those really good matches. He had a really good match against Drew McIntyre. I thought it was superb. He had the match against Jey Uso in Paris, which was sorry, Liam in France, which was really cool. And he was doing so well, Damien as well. Then he had the Terror Twins with Rhea Ripley, and so on. He was really doing well. He had the really good match with Finn Balor on Monday Night Raw, and then they threw him on SmackDown without a plan. And then they just looked at him and Drew McIntyre who had nothing to do and said, "Yeah, we'll shut those two together." There was no thought or anything, and yeah, Damien Priest is again another one who's been lost in the shuffle. So I personally would like to see him. I would just have Damien Priest for now rejoining the Judgment Day, to be honest, just to utilise him more than anything else. Um, but yeah, no, the match in general is fine. Trick Williams performed really well. Randy Orton is Randy Orton. I mean, he just looks like $1 million, doesn't he? As the Americans would say. Really happy for Sami Zayn that he's won. I still think, I mean, obviously they're now having it as 50-50 thing that it'll either be Sami Zayn or Drew McIntyre that wins. I personally cannot see him winning. I think they're trying to sell it a little bit more because technically Sami Zayn's going back home to Saudi Arabia, kind of. So maybe they're trying to build up the intrigue. But for me, I'm just like, it'd be a bit shit for Drew McIntyre. You've literally just spent all that time trying to win the belt for months and months and months, like literally not far of years. And then Zayn just comes along and goes, "Oh, cheers, fella, nice one," and nicks the belt off you. Um, like I said, I can't see Drew McIntyre dropping the belt already, but what does that mean for WrestleMania going forward? I mean, if Drew wins, is the winner of the Rumble challenging him? Because I suspect this could end up being Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu, which solves a problem for WWE because it gets all three of them on the card because they have got a massive problem. And also, it's a good problem to have, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you've got Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. There's loads more wrestlers than that, obviously, but those are your main people. I mean, just suppose it's Punk versus Roman Reigns. Like, you've got to have a world title match for Cody, so I suppose the Drew and Jacob Fatu thing would kind of work, but then it's like, well, I mean, what? I mean, I don't know what's happening with the Vision, but I mean, what are you doing with Bron Breakker? Does Seth Rollins maybe come back and it's Seth Rollins versus the Vision? Maybe, I'm not too sure. Um, and then that leaves Brock Lesnar. Who's Brock Lesnar fighting? Because I mean, he's definitely going to be there because he was on that promo and everything. I mean, I still have this theory that that original WrestleMania promo that they were doing from Vegas might mean it's going to be Lesnar versus Punk versus Rhodes versus Roman, which I'm definitely here for that. That would be absolutely freaking awesome. I don't think, unfortunately, it'll be that, but I mean, obviously, if you had all four of those in the main event, then as someone actually told me a while ago, it's like, well, if you put all those four of those in the main event, like, what have you got left? And obviously, you've got loads and loads, like literally tons of talented wrestlers, male and female. But I take the point that if you had all four of them together, then maybe you're taking away a main event. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But obviously, next week's the Royal Rumble. Just to say I will be back this time next week as well. At this time, I'll probably stay on for long because I'm only stopping on for a few minutes just to give you a quick report. But I will definitely be watching the Royal Rumble. Starts at 12 UK time, ends at 3. So I'm going to have to bribe my son, who unfortunately, unlike most children, likes to get up at 6:30 in the morning, hence why I need to go to sleep very shortly, because it is already 3:30 in the morning, so I will be getting 3 hours sleep. But yeah, next week I will definitely be watching the Rumble. It's one of my favourite things to watch of the year without fail. I absolutely love it, and I'm really, really looking forward to this one. But at the moment, we've got what, Drew McIntyre. Oh, morning, yeah. How you doing? You all right? Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. I'm guessing Rhea and Io versus Kiana James and Julia is part of it. And then the actual Royal Rumble itself, and obviously there'll be the Women's Royal Rumble. So I'm guessing that's the card. I don't know if there'll be anything else. Maybe I've missed something, but I'm going to do a Royal Rumble preview on Friday, possibly from Leeds City Centre, which could be very interesting. But yeah, I'm going to Rumble preview, so yeah, we'll go through it, and yeah, it'll be cool. Nice one. In fact, I'm really looking forward to next weekend, which I'll tell you guys about in a minute. What is happening with Liverpool? Well, to go very working class, yeah, we are shit. um, there isn't one. Um, we are rubbish. Was that? I say rubbish. We ended up beating Marseille in midweek. Completely, absolutely hammered them, destroyed them. Marseille are a very good football team. Um, and then we go to Bournemouth and lose. Now, I can guarantee you this time next week, which I'll get onto in a minute, we will play Newcastle United and win. I don't get it. I do not do. I don't get it at all. What's that? I thoroughly enjoyed your vlog. Oh yeah, thank you. I saw your comments. Yeah, no, thank you very much for that. That was very, very cool. Like I said, it was more for me and my mental health because I've been meaning to do it for a while. But I'm glad you enjoyed. It just sort of explains a little bit more about me and my general weirdness, basically. But yeah. Now in terms of Liverpool, I pass. I have no idea anymore. Obviously, we've been on the worst unbeaten run, if that makes any sense, that you've ever seen. Like, it was totally not enjoyable. And now we've actually lost as well for the first. I mean, technically, that was the first loss we've had since November, I think, late November, something like that. We haven't actually lost a game of football for about 2.5 months now. So, but I mean, yeah, you can't be losing to Bournemouth. We've lost to Bournemouth, Brentford, Crystal Palace. I mean, that's 9 points. We win them 9 points. I mean, Arsenal will still be miles ahead of us. Don't get me wrong, but we'd be about 5 points behind Arsenal. Maybe gives you a chance. I mean, that's the difference with Liverpool and Arsenal. Um, Arsenal have beat Palace away from home, I believe. Beat Brentford away from home, and who's the other one? Yeah, Burnley. Beat them. Job done. And Arsenal just know how to get the job done. So yeah, I think if Arsenal win tomorrow, I mean, I think that's pretty much game over because I mean, Arsenal should be beating Manchester United anyway because they've got a far, far better team, far better team. But like, obviously, Arsenal have had problems with Man United at the Emirates and at Highbury over the years, so maybe that's a thing. Obviously, there was that fiasco in the FA Cup that they had last year as well when Amarin first came in. I think it'll be quite a difficult game for Arsenal, but I think they should be fine, to be honest. I think they'll win. I did actually say to someone that I thought Man United would win uh, earlier, but then I suddenly thought, and I was like, well, I mean, based on what? I mean, Arsenal have literally got better players in every single department, so they should be absolutely fine, to be honest. But yeah, we shall wait and see. Yeah, we shall wait and see. Yeah, where Liverpool go from here, that's probably why I'm talking about wrestling tonight. I don't I think I'm past the point of caring, to be quite honest. Personally, I just want the season to be over, and I'm just going to watch my DVD of us winning the title last year instead of watching this year. But yeah, probably that's probably it for me, to be honest. Still plenty of time. 15 games left. You're currently fourth. Well, we are at the minute. We are at the minute, but I, I don't think we'll finish fourth. I think we'll finish seventh or eighth. But we'll have to wait and see. You said what? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Come on, Arsenal. Yeah, come on, Arsenal. Yeah, I think that's probably me done, folks, because like I said, I'm going to have a giant child jumping up and down on my stomach in literally about 4 hours' time, so I need to go and get some sleep. Just to make you guys aware, as per usual, that what am I making you aware of? That's a good question. Oh yeah, stuff coming up next week. So let me get the old calendar up. I am. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, so probably next time I'll be on live will be for Monday Night Raw for the wrestling fans who are listening to this as a podcast. If you are listening to this, you are listening into in the past, obviously. Unless I'm talking to you now. Ooh, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? Man, you are going to win to your mate. Yeah, I really hope not, yeah, to be honest. I really hope. I mean, to be honest, obviously, we need Arsenal to win now. Quite blatantly, because obviously Man United are one of our closest competitors. Have a great sleep. I will do, yeah. I will have a very, very good sleep. Even though it's going to be 4 hours, I cannot wait because I'm absolutely shattered. And I cannot wait for tomorrow night's sleep because I will be going to bed probably about 7 o'clock at night for 15 hours if I can do. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to ignore that. I'm not surprised the message is being retracted. Yeah, so very, very quickly, folks, just quickly, so I'll be doing Monday Night Raw, which is always on the Tuesday because I can't actually watch it on the Monday night anymore because I have to go to the horrible sunken place that we all know as work, which don't even ask me about that at the minute, because I don't want to get sacked for calling them douchebags. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Wednesday, I'll be watching Karabag versus Liverpool. However, I will be watching it at the pub for several hours from because I've got the day off. I'll be watching it between sort of 5 o'clock at night and probably 11 o'clock at night. So I don't think I'm going to be in any great condition to be doing a live reaction. So I'll do the live reaction on Thursday. In terms of AEW, to the guys who watch me for AEW, I'm really sorry, guys, that I haven't been doing that as much recently. I'm thinking of combining AEW and WWE, so just leave that with us because obviously I'm aware that I've not covered it for about a month now. But yeah. And then after that, it'll be Toy Shorts Friday. Royal Rumble preview will be on Friday as well, so I might try and do that live. So I'm not too sure about that one yet. Maybe I'm gonna have to do it. Maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. 6, 7. I'm just saying it all the time now because I just past the point of caring. I've asked my son not to say it, and he just keeps saying it. So I'm just like, what the hell? I might as well just say it myself now. And then Saturday's going to be really, really fun because it's get this, as a wrestling fan and a Liverpool fan and a football fan. Liverpool versus Newcastle United is 8 o'clock next Saturday, which I'm going out for. I'm coming back at about probably 12:30, which is when the Royal Rumble should have actually already have started. So I cannot wait for next Saturday. It's going to be brilliant. Even if Liverpool lose, I cannot wait because I'm looking forward to seeing my mates, having a few beers, and then watching some wrestling. So yeah, it'll be very, very good. And at the end of all that, by the way, is transfer deadline day, which Liverpool will not do anything with because I mean we have one fit central defender now, and well, Why would we buy any more central defenders when we have one 34-year-old? I am in fact being very, very sarcastic. I have wrote a Substack on Liverpool, which you guys are all welcome to read. It's not the most complimentary one that I've ever written about our owners. There is a fair degree of swearing in it and a lot of sarcasm. But yes, I will post you the link for that. But yeah, the reason I'm mentioning transfer deadline day is I will probably be doing. I'm gonna try and do some sort of live thing. So from I don't know the last hour of it or something like that. You know, when all deal sheets are going through and everything. Get a couple of beers, sit down with you guys till about 11:30 or whatever. See what deals come through, and then go from there. I'm not expecting anything fancy down to happen on transfer deadline day at all. It just looks like it's going to be very, very quiet. But you know, there's still a week to go, but we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry, I've completely been ignoring you things. Apologies. Like I said, I'm nearly half asleep. This is why I need to go to bed. But I wished I enjoyed wrestling. Last time I watched it as a kid, and the British Bulldog. Oh, Davy Boy, rest in peace. I loved him. Yeah, he was absolute. He had one of my favourite ever matches, which was Bret Hart versus Davy Boy Smith, SummerSlam 1992 at Wrestling Arena, at Wembley Arena. One of the greatest ever pro wrestling matches that you'll ever see. Yeah, Davy Boy was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. Obviously, he has a lot of demons in terms of his addictions and painkiller things and this, that, and the other. But look, I mean, who amongst us doesn't have their vices? I mean, I haven't ever had those kind of vices. I do like my wine. In fact, vice wise, that's probably my only thing, to be honest. I just really like red wine. Like anything else that has ever been put in front of me, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't want to do that, to be honest. I like a beer, don't get me wrong. But yeah, my bottle of red wine on a Saturday night was pretty much as exciting as I get in terms of being a rebel, to be honest. When I was in my 20s, in the late 90s, that's a different conversation entirely. But yes, yeah, no, my main thing now is a couple of glasses of red, and that'll do me, to be honest. I hope you have a great night on Wednesday. I should do, yeah. It should be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to that because obviously I know Arsenal have already qualified, haven't they? Like ages and ages and ages ago. But it's the last game of the Champions League, and it's when they go to all the split screens. Me and my brother watched it last year, and it was awesome because they were going through from one ground to another like every minute or something like that, so your eyes were just going all over the place like this. I thought it was great. I don't often compliment like UEFA for anything that they do, or FIFA for that matter, because they're both a bunch of shit houses, basically, quite frankly. But the group stage of the Champions League, I have to say now, looking back on it, it's a pretty good idea. I mean, the big league is a bit weird, but like I've kind of got my head round it now, and it kind of makes it a little bit more exciting. Also, that do you know there's rumours doing the rounds that apparently they are going to award a trophy whoever actually wins the league next year, which I'm slightly gutted about because we won it last year, and this year Arsenal will. Obviously, Arsenal are now going to win it as well, so whoever wins it next year might end up getting like a trophy or something like that, and you are just like, couldn't you have just done that straight away? But yeah, no, yeah, no. I'm looking forward to Wednesday. Looking forward to Saturday night even more. That will be brilliant. I absolutely cannot wait. I will probably get even less sleep than I'm going to get tonight next Saturday. But look, it's the Royal Rumble and it's Liverpool, so it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all great. You have a great night on Wednesday. Yeah, 6, 7. I need to read that. Oh well, yeah, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, I'm on literally I'm on Substack and it's just Geek Boy. It's in fact no, it's my account's Geek Boy Meta, but it's this thing called the Red Corner. So if you want to, if you get time, if you want to find it, you're obviously more than welcome. You don't have to subscribe or anything, but you're more than welcome to have a read. But like I say, I usually post links into my articles, so if you ever want to read someone being a bit sarcastic and British, then you're more than welcome to. But yeah, there we go. Didn't he OD? Did David Boy OD? I'm not sure if he OD. No, I think he just. I should know this to be honest. I think David Boy just had a heart attack, possibly. I don't think it was an OD. I know. No, I was going to say Eddie Guerrero, but he didn't either. He had a heart attack in his hotel room. Um, I know there's quite a few wrestlers that have OD'd, obviously, over the years, because it's a massive, massive problem in the wrestling industry. Not as much now, but I mean, back in the 80s and 90s, I mean, they were passing out like somas, steroids, um, ecstasy, and like the wrestlers would like. Because I watched Dark Side of the Ring, where they do all the tales from the old wrestlers, and there was literally this one where they were saying that there was a drink that the WWE wrestlers used to have where they would get like a quarter of a bag of cocaine and pour it in to a glass with coke and like a quarter bottle of rum in it, and they were just happily swigging this, and I'm just like, yeah, no wonder you were all dying. You can't have coke and literal cocaine and rum in a glass. I mean, not that I've ever done any of those things, but I cannot imagine that's the most healthiest combination if one wants to stay alive. But yeah, no, it was yeah. Didn't hear the German beer. Yeah, German beer. Oh, I do like a bit of German beer. Yeah. Right, you come on, move it, bed. Yeah, I'll check it out. Heart attack. Oh, was it heart attack? Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I am going to take your advice, by the way. I am going to go. I'm going to go to sleep time now because I'm literally up in about 3 hours. Um, but it's fine. It's all good. It's been nice chatting away. I am listening. Hi, I am listening. You're all right. Sorry, but I'm actually heading off now. I'm really, really sorry. I definitely. Oh, you're British too. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one, nice one. Rule Britannia and all that. Well, and Ghana as well, because I am British Ghana. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'm really sorry, but I do need to go to bed because I am like literally, I know it sounds really bad, but I am actually literally falling asleep because I actually suffer from sleep apnea. But yeah, there we go. I'm pulling an all nighter. Oh, I'd love to. I'm listening. I used to love stopping up till 6 or 7 o'clock. Yeah, I just can't do it anymore, sadly. But I am back for the Royal Rumble next week, though, at this sort of time. So if you want to join me for that, you're more than welcome to, mate. So it'll be this time, and I'll probably be up till about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I will be getting literally about 1.5 hours sleep. But it's for the Royal Rumble, it's fine. Awesome. There we go. Yeah, good night to you both. Good night, yeah, and good night. I am listening as well, and thanks everyone else for joining me. Right, folks. I will see you probably on Tuesday, I think, or Monday, one of the two. Can't remember. Anyway, right. Night, folks. See you later. Bye bye.